A bright UFO dragged and did not let a freight train stop for more than an hour. This is unexplainable. The shocked engineers Orlov and Mironov saw the mysterious object in front of their train, and it seemed that it was pulling the train and would not let it stop. This story is called The Incident with Train Number 1702. It happened in 1985 in Karelian, Russia. It was the first published in the magazine Technology of Youth, volume number 8, 1989. Nowadays, it is rarely discussed outside of Russia, although this is one of the most unusual UFO cases in the territory of the USSR. In February 1985, a freight train transported 70 empty wagons to Kostomushka from Petro-Zadovsk. The driver was Sergei Orlov, and his assistant was V. Mironov. At 20:35, they reached Esoila station. Everything was fine. The train continued its journey, but suddenly Orlov noticed some strange ball-shaped object on the side of the train. The object flew parallel to the movement of the train and did not overtake it. Orlov and Mironov watched the object closely, wondering what it was. "Look, he threw a beam of light on the ground and then pulled it back," remarked Orlov. Mironov wanted to answer him, but he didn't have time because he was speechless by what he saw. The ball suddenly flew in front of the train, over the tracks, about 30 to 50 meters in front of them. That's about 150 feet in front of the train. Orlov was afraid of the collision of the train with the ball and turned off the engines, and then pressed the brakes with all his might, but the train did not stop or even slow down. It just kept going as if something was pulling it. The shocked Orlov and Mironov could only stare at the mysterious object in front of the train, and it seemed that it was what was dragging the train behind it, pulling it like a magnet. Investigators were later told that the object was geometric in size, about 4 meters in diameter, and flew low over the ground completely silently. About an hour passed with this situation, and the train was approaching Novye Pesky station. Orlov contacted the station attendant and told her about the mysterious object that is dragging their train and cannot stop. The woman did not understand what he was talking about, but decided to go out and see it with her own eyes, since she would see the train approaching the station from afar. She was startled when she saw with her eyes 2 strange objects flying in front of the train. 2 she saw. The first was kind of a disc-shaped vessel, the classic UFO shape. The second was a luminous ball. They were flying in front of the train and moving at a speed of about 50 kilometers per hour. From their cabin, they could not see the second UFO, as the ball of light covered it, so it was clear why they later said nothing about it. In front of the station, the train did not slow down at all, and he was scared when he realized that the ball was moving directly to the house and the station shed, and it looked like it was going to fall on him. However, the ball abruptly separated from the train, bounced over the shed, and then returned to the train again. The train, meanwhile, passed Novy Pesky station without stopping, but the moment the ball flew over the shed and left the train for a while, its speed dropped sharply and various objects fell, and they, Orlov and Mironov, were injured because they hit the windshield of the train from the sudden deceleration. But as soon as the ball returned to the train, the speed of the train increased again. When the train approached the Zastava station, the ball left the train again and disappeared somewhere in the forest. The train immediately slowed down and then managed to stop at the station. Orlov immediately jumped out of his cabin to check if the train was damaged throughout the incident, but suddenly a bright beam of light illuminated him from above. This is frightening, isn't it? This light, quote unquote, would not let him move, and he did so with great difficulty. He managed to get back into the cabin, and when he got in, the train started moving again by itself. So the ball, quote unquote, carried the train for some time, and then for the third time flew away and was gone for good. In total, the UFOs dragged the train for an hour and 20 minutes for more than 50 kilometers. It was noted that the UFOs helped the train save 300 kilometers of diesel. Orlov and Mironov were not hurt physically, but they had a very strong nervous shock. The correctness of their testimony was confirmed by the diagrams of the recorded devices installed on the train and some documents. However, none of the officials could give a reasonable explanation for this incident. By the way, it was reported that a strange glowing ball was seen at the Karelia Kutizma station shortly before the train it encountered the train number 1702. So this is really unexplainable. But other people saw it, not just the engineers. Very strange why this happened, though. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.